This is Barbara DeLong, and I painted and channeled the Cosmic Deck of Initiation, which has recently been re-released, along with a handbook that gives detailed instructions on how to use the deck, and most recently, the digital app for those of you who want to use it on your cell phones. Because this is not your ordinary tarot or oracle deck, I thought it important to give you a hint as to the kind of information and material you can get from the deck. While it can, of course, be used for prognostication, its original intent was for those who are on a personal spiritual journey and seeking insight and wisdom that has been carried within for eons of your spirit's journey. The deck enables individuals to become their own master teacher, learning from that which has personally been gathered over time and not following another's teaching or pathway. The spirit's journey is unique unto each individual, so information will always be unique, and the interpretation and application as well will differ. The deck is very personal, and the more you use it, the greater it will serve you. I'm sharing the meaning of one of the cards to give you a hint as to the kind of information they will share with you. For further information, you can go to cosmicdeckofinitiation.com, and the link will follow the meaning of the card. Enjoy and learn. You have drawn the law of transmutation. It indicates you rise above the mundane frustrations and aggravations and see what lessons are contained therein. You find strength within weakness and turn it to advantage. Through this energy, you transform yourself. Faith is the fuel for this energy. Through transformation, you use the light instead of just fueling it. This is a flowing process, one in which inner richness and depth are able to surface and become an expression of the soul. There are no accidents or coincidences. Cause and effect are ever present in our lives. We have great inner power, and to make changes, we need to start small and move slowly. We can move mountains. Sometimes it just as often must be done one grain of sand at a time. This law means that even the smallest action can have a profound effect. Like the seed of a mighty oak holds all its promise in its tiny shell, you also have the power within you to move mountains. When working with the pyramid spread, if your card falls in the circle for body and health, it indicates we are constantly transforming ourselves, evolving into higher frequencies, and shifting our focus towards the next level. Though most of the transformation happens within, there are external changes as well. We stretch to grow to our fullest potential, and that applies to the body as well. Growing pains happen on all levels and at all ages as we shift our focus and move into new directions. The care of the body is very important, for it is intended to be our vehicle for this full lifetime. Be ever aware of what the body is telling you, for it will indicate spurts in growth, and if you are really sensitive, it will tell you what is needed to facilitate a smoother transformation onto the new levels. As consciousness expands and stretches into new directions, the body changes as well. As new talents, gifts, and focus come to the fore, new muscles and dexterity will be called upon to facilitate the new directions. Be aware that, among other things, change and growth may well cause a bit of soreness here and there, but the rewards are always worth it. It's been said before, but bears repeating. Lots of water is a good idea at times of shift and change, which actually is almost always, but I keep saying it so that maybe you'll hear it often enough and add more water to your diet. If your card falls in the circle for future, it indicates the shifts and changes that are going on within you are creating a framework for the future for you. New thoughts and focuses, new ideas and philosophies, New talents and skills are all being developed internally and will soon become manifest within your reality. Much, if not all, are on an internal level, and you may have many sleepless nights and not know why for quite a time. As you begin to develop some of these aspects, you will feel the flow of the new energy and direction. New awareness will call to you, and you will find that skills learned but never used are going to be called upon in the near future. At this time, as things start to manifest, it would be a good idea to take some time and plot out your plans for a year, 5 years, and 10 years. As you approach each landmark, it will be interesting to see how your physical perception differs from what actually has taken place. Though there will always be pieces of your vision, they will have manifested in a completely different way than you had anticipated. There is and always has been a plan for this lifetime. This way it all plays out is actually determined by you as you experience the lessons and hurdles that come your way. Lessons needed for the development of the spirit within, also, by the way, were requested by you. Before incarnation, experiences were requested, though not the manner in which they would be presented. It is important for you to grasp that these challenges are never intended to punish you, but rather to give you the chance to grow, to assimilate positive values, and to apply them in your life. The future holds much change and even adventure, if you're up to it. If your card falls in the circle for career and finances, it indicates that there's a feeling of a jack of all trades here, where you seem to be well qualified to go in many different directions, and this lifetime many different pathways will be open to you, and you will try on several as life goes on. Each adds a new facet to your character and a new dimension to what you share with humanity as well. With each shift of focus, you draw on the richness of the past to enhance the quality of what is experienced in this lifetime and the future. You have a most interesting cycle within your life. Every 7 to 10 years, about, you go through a shedding of perspective within your life. These will be times of great change within your life. It may start with simple things, but will eventually move into the bigger elements of life. You birth new aspects of your reality, and change is a part of that process. New talents are called, and new approaches to life as we know it. Getting too comfortable with any aspect of life for you signals that change is in the air, and if you don't make the shift, well, then the universe takes care of it for you. Ever drawn by challenges, you always seem to find ways to draw them to you, and you revel in finding new and unique ways to express yourself and to highlight some of your many talents. You are multi-talented, and your interest in creative expression will draw you into new venues that will stretch you and enable you to discover much about your abilities and where they may have originated initially. Your career is more than a life focus, more than a job, and it shifts and alters as you move in new directions. Change is always in the air around you, and you find it invigorating. If your card falls in the circle of the mind, it indicates the element of a list maker is here. Whether it is in your mind or on paper, they seem to flow around you. Organized internally, not so much externally, and there is always something that makes it into more than one list, and that frustrates you. Ever seeking answers in unique and unusual places, you seem to just know where the answers are that you are seeking. This connection with the spirit within has come in very handy frequently. There is an inner trust in what your intuition opens you to, and often even you have been amazed at the inspirations that are found. With you, answers always seem to lead to more questions, which is exactly as it should be. The universe is always leaving you breadcrumbs of wisdom that lead you to portals of new levels of insight to be applied not only to the questions at hand, but to your own evolution as well. Please remember that this lifetime is only one of countless experiences, each crucial for the evolution of the spirit carried within. Nothing ever happens that is not a positive teaching experience and an important piece of the map towards your ultimate goal. And that, my friends, is a whole nother book. If your card falls in the circle for love, it indicates that each time you grow, each time you evolve to a new level of understanding and spiritual awareness, those changes are fueled by the element of love that is within you. That love is endless and eternal, as is your spirit. The ability to draw upon that energy is natural from the time of conception, and it is only the restraints imposed upon us as we grow into society that we forget the endless supply that we have available to us. Without knowing it, you draw upon this energy naturally, and it is only when the ego plays mind games with us that we lose that connection. As you have grown, you have reestablished that connection and experienced a great richness within you because of it. This lifetime, you will find that not everyone has the same understanding of love as you do, so finding those who understand where you come from has not always been easy, but when found, the connection is immediate. There's a very generous nature here, and often you will detect needs where others do not see it. Generous acts of kindness are a quality you demonstrate anonymously and with great joy. Walking a pathway of love and joy is magical, and you get great satisfaction when you see others who believe as you do. You have often wondered why you were placed as you were, and the answer is very simple. The best place for a child of light is in the darkness, for their presence there brings light to those who need to have the experience of it. You teach by your very existence, and the love that is generated by you opens others to the light that they carry within as well. The struggles of the past open you to the light that ever calls you forward, and the future is one of experiencing unconditional love of the universe, as it opens the way for you to manifest some of the creative gifts you brought into this incarnation. The challenges will always be there, but the ones in the future will be a lot more fun and surrounded by laughter and joy. If your card falls in the circle of spirit, it indicates that spirit moves you in new directions so that some of the creative energy within can manifest in new and unique ways. There are times that spiritual teaching is done in a manner that does not require words or text. Your manner of sharing universal love and influence of spirit will take on very unusual forms. Your life is another example of the expression of that which is carried within. You are a teacher without a classroom, and most probably touch greater numbers of people because of it. You will find that your study of the ancients and their wisdom will enhance many who will be touched and enlightened because of their exposure to them. You will find that people will come and go within your life and be touched by your energy that will change their lives. You most probably will never realize the impact you have and will have on multitudes of others as you follow the pull of spirit within your life. Light, love, and laughter draw you ever forward as you open and learn from the ages past and the ages yet to come.